This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Welcome to Stockbox. Acuity RM Group plc have just released their annual financial report. Here to tell us more is Angus Forrest, the Executive Chairman. Hi, Angus.
Hi, Pam, and
Hi.
thank you very much for having me on Stockbox this morning. We've had a pretty exciting year. It's been transformational.
Yes.
We've made significant achievements and progress in growing and building the business for the future.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about that. The financial report is out. Let's talk about the highlights of the report. Cash balances as of 12th of June 2024, £787,110. Two largest contracts won, each valued at approximately £500,000. Investments in technical and sales marketing teams. Launch of a partner program with 15 active partners to accelerate growth in key markets, particularly the US. Now, from your point of view as chairman of the group, how are you feeling with the last year and what are the key moments that stood out for you?
Well, I absolutely believe this business can be grown very significantly over the next 3 years and probably for much longer. But I think that what we've achieved this year is we have as an RTO reverse takeover, and we've acquired all the shares in Acuity, and we've changed the name. So both companies are synonymous, and it should give Acuity Risk Management, the trading company, a benefit because our customers are all large organizations, and Acuity will then be seen as a public company. So that's a big, big plus. We have got a new chief executive in place, Kerry, who's worked with us for 3 years, and she has started with the baton and is running well with it, putting in place the necessary changes and additions to grow the business dramatically. And I'm sure we'll talk about what she's changed, but we've already seen a growth in the sales pipeline, a growth of 45% in the orders. As you say, a couple of very large orders by our standards, and there are more opportunities coming of that size or bigger. So whatever Kerry has done is beginning to be seen through the results in the business.
Absolutely. Well, let's look at some of the key performance indicators that you have mentioned just now. Sales pipeline has grown to £7.9 million, representing an 88% growth. Orders won at an annual contract value of £1.6 million. That's a 45% growth. Forward contracted revenues of £2.9 million. That's 34% growth. 14% increase in revenues during the period from the 1st of April 2023 to the 31st of December 2023. Now that's very impressive order growth at 45%. Can you take us through the KPIs that matter most, how the company sets targets, and how do you measure the success?
Well, of course, the KPIs work in a sort of reverse way. So the sales pipeline is good, and as you pointed out, it's been grown dramatically. What you didn't say was that the partner pipeline has grown significantly, and partners are very important for our growth in the future.
I'm coming up to that, but yes.
Okay. Well, so once you've got a sale prospect in the pipeline, then you've got to convert it into an actual order. And as you've rightly pointed out, the orders are up significantly, and that will feed through into higher revenues and more gross margin as we grow. And we have targets for significantly faster growth for the future.
Yes. Now, let's look at where you say 2 largest contracts won. Can I ask, who were those contracts with?
We don't actually tell people who the contracts are with, because what tends to happen if you make it too public is it attracts hackers to try and hack those. But they are with the British government. I don't think that anybody fuss about saying that.
Yes. Now, in your statement as Chairman, you do say that this will require further investment in 2024 and 2025 to enable it to increase customer numbers and average order value, which in turn should be reflected in a higher valuation for the business. Now, how much investment will be required, and how are you looking to manage this?
Well, we are investing, and we have already invested in the sales and marketing team. So we have new people, we have more experienced people, and that we have our marketing is designed to create more opportunities and better opportunities, and that is happening, and that's going to be seen in the sales pipeline. It should also be reflected in the orders won, because as we get better quality opportunities, so we should be able to convert at a higher rate. And particularly if we've got better salespeople. So all it is constant improvement, and people make businesses. So that area we've already started investing in, and we are really probably putting around £500,000 into those sorts of areas. And then we've got a project to redevelop software to bring it up to date and to enable it to offer additional features for customers, mostly to keep its edge over the competition, because we're very well reviewed for our software. Gartner, which is the premier organisation in the world, rates our software in the top 3 or 4 in their user surveys.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, talking about investing in new people, you also have recruitment of a new chief technology officer to drive technical advancements, as you were just mentioning, and software enhancements. Now, what will be the main responsibilities of the new CTO, and how exactly are Acuity expanding their team? Because I know you've just announced a new financial director as well. So
Adam, the chief technical officer, he's already started. He's made significant improvements in the way that we operate and the way that we deliver data, and also he's made a material reduction in costs in delivery. We are going to redevelop the software, as I have said, and he's had considerable experience in redeveloping software at his previous employment. And one of the reasons he was particularly attractive to us is because of that. And there are many software projects which have gone off half cock, but he's been pretty good at delivering on time. And we've already started the process, and we've got the plan in place, and we're going to start working on it. The actual recoding in the next 6 weeks or so, and then the finance director, Kate Buchan, was announced this morning on the RNS system, and she's been with us for 6 months, and she's been a great asset already. you know that there's been a reverse takeover, and that caused considerable amount of additional work and attention to detail to deliver everything. And she's done that well, and we've got the results out, as you know, a couple of days ago. And I think going forward, she's going to make a significant impact in improvements in running the business. There's always ways to improve.
Yes, yes. Well, you have been extremely busy, and as you described it yourself, a transformational year. I mean, let's look at some of the partner programs that you were talking about earlier. You say in your report, developing partner programs with 15 active partners to accelerate growth in the US and other key markets. Now, how is it going in the US? And what's the plan to hit the US? Is the plan to hit the US hard in the next coming year?
North America represents about 40 to 45% of the world market for our products and services. We are a relatively small company, and we partner up partly in order to exploit their sales, their significantly better sales resource, and off they go. They've got established customer bases who they can take us to. We have got some really interesting customers in the States, including one state, US state, which subscribed for our service earlier in the year. And they've already introduced us to 2 or 3 other states who should be interested in buying Stream and the services from Acuity. So I think that there's opportunity in the States. The way we're tackling it is via partners, because they have existing presence and they give us more clout.
Yes. Yes. Well, as you say in your report, developing partner programs with 15 active partners. So that's quite significant. So look forward to seeing the progress in that one. But in the report, you also say, and I quote, that this was a year of transformation for the company. Now, of course, as discussed, you have had a very good year. Where will the efforts be focused on next?
Well, we've got 2 major projects. One, I've already told you about sales and marketing and developing the partner network and their performance. The other is redeveloping the software so that it has all the bells and whistles that people expect. It remains at the forefront of this type of product, and that we can outcompete all our competitors on product performance. Because with a small company, it's important for people to realize that they can get features and information that they can't from our competitors' products. And that may be one of the major reasons why they like our product. Our product analyzes data. Every one of our customers and every company or organization in the world produces data slightly differently, and key aspects are slightly different in one organization to another. And our product really fits that model. It's very easy to configure and without any coding. And our competitors' products, we do not believe are as flexible. And that's why we win some large customers. And as we win more large orders, so it's easier to win other large orders.
I mean, you've had very significant growth in the last year. Do you have a target of what you're expecting the growth to be in the coming year?
I have a target, which is very ambitious. It's not in the public domain, but so I can't tell you. But let's put it this way: it should knock last year into a cocked hat.
Ooh. Well, we look forward to speaking to you again, Angus, and seeing your developments. But thank you for taking the time to speak to us today at Stockbox, and we do look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thank you very much.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programmes at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.